Larian Studios have provided some updates for Divinity Original Sin 2, which includes adding a friend invite system on Nintendo Switch and a free DLC on all platforms. This update adds the option to randomize combat, increase your haggling ability, and the option to organize your loot. Nintendo Switch players will also now be able to use the new friend invite feature, add a friend to start a new excursion, or to join your current adventure. The gift bag also comes with a number of features which you can choose to enable or disable individually and works with previous gift bags, Beauty Salon, and Song of Nature. You can access the contents of the gift bag by the in-game menu. If you're diving into Divinity Original Sin 2, be sure to check out our guide section. If you're stuck on which kind of build to choose, watch or read, our Divinity Original Sin 2 Which Build is Right for You guide. If you've been wanting to pick up the Elder Scrolls Online, the base game is now on sale. You can purchase the standard edition on PC via Steam or from the ESO store, PlayStation 4 or Xbox One for $9.99. You can create a character with the choice of 4 classes: Nightblade, Templar, Dragon Knight, and Sorcerer, take an adventure across 23 different zones and experience the main questline, which has an immersive storyline and fantastic voice acting. The starting zone for the base game is Morrowind, home to the Dark Elves. If you're wondering where to start, you can check out our ESO Beginner's Guide for all the basics. Sony has added more games to PlayStation Now this November. Those who subscribe to PlayStation Now can gain access to 800 plus games, which includes some new November additions. You can now play Persona 5, Middle-earth Shadow of War, and Hollow Knight. Middle-earth and Persona 5 will be available until February 4th, 2020. You can also stream any of the 800 plus titles to your PS4 or PC. Take on the double life of a teen in RPG Persona 5, who by day attends a high school where you can meet and create bonds with other characters. By night, use your Persona power to change these corrupted adults' minds by stealing away the treasure of their distorted desires, help change society for the better along with new companions. In Middle-earth Shadow of War, venture into Middle-earth to go behind enemy lines to gather your army and take down the fortresses, destroy Mordor from the inside. Experience the unique Nemesis system which weaves personal stories with every enemy and follower. Or take on the Metroidvania title Hollow Knight, that explores an underground kingdom full of creepy crawlies and a number of bizarre creatures. The title provides players with side-scrolling exploration with vast interconnected worlds. Hone your skills and abilities which range from a number of spells. There are over 130 enemies and 30 bosses to face. Google has announced the full list of games to arrive with the launch of Stadia. Come Tuesday 19th of November, Google Stadia will have 12 games total for purchase to play through Stadia upon launch. The company has also revealed further titles that will arrive before the end of 2019. The first 12 available titles include such major games as Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Destiny 2, and even Shadow of the Tomb Raider. After day one, a further 14 titles will be added to Stadia before the end of this year, which includes such titles as Borderlands 3, Darksiders Genesis, and Wolfenstein Youngblood. To see the full list of games, you can check them out on Fextralife.com. Google Stadia will launch in 14 countries, which includes UK, US, and Canada. The service will start on November 19th, but this will be first available to those who have pre-ordered the Stadia Founders Edition, which was priced at $129 and is already sold out. The free service version will launch sometime in 2020. In a post on Twitter, the official Diablo account shares some images for upcoming Diablo 4. The post also states that more will be shared as they update the Dark Gallery in the next few days. The latest batch of images shows the environments of Sanctuary. These range from dilapidated, snow-covered towns to overgrown forest regions. The images are just as dark as the previously shared trailer, following quite the theme of despair. While there isn't a release date for the game, we do know that the story will take place after the events of Diablo 3 and the destruction of the Black Soulstone. In the aftermath, Sanctuary begins to rebuild, but another threat is regaining power. You can read or watch more about what we know so far in Everything We Know, Diablo 4, all classes, skills, gameplay, lore, open world, and mounts. During Pearl Abyss's G-Star press conference, they revealed the first trailer for Crimson Desert, an open-world fantasy MMORPG set to release on console and PC, with beta aimed for 2020. Pearl Abyss teased 3 new MMOs last week, Crimson Desert being one of them. Crimson Desert is described as a fantasy game featuring single-player campaigns with engaging quests and plenty of more traditional MMORPG content. Pearl Abyss is well known for its first MMO, Black Desert, which is not a coincidence that both share the word desert. It once was going to tell the origins of Black Desert, became its own IP. Crimson comes with whole new worldviews, religions, and characters unique to its tale. This story follows a band of mercenaries led by Macduff, son of Martinus. Together, this crew will be tested in a narrative about growth and resilience. Crimson, it seems, is offering players a story-based experience. From what we can see from the trailer, Crimson sets to have more traditional combat with a medieval look. While set in a fantasy world where there are giants and other creatures, there doesn't seem to be any magic wielding but close hand-to-hand action-driven combat. It might be too early to tell whether this will be weaved into the game sometime later, but it looks to be quite gritty compared to Pearl. Crimson Desert is set to release sometime in 2020 with PC and consoles. Pearl Abyss will be at E3 2020. In other Pearl Abyss news, Black Desert Mobile launches worldwide on December 11th, 2019. During Microsoft's XO19 livestream showcasing upcoming games in XR, announces the release date for Wasteland 3. The party-based RPG will be arriving on May 19th for Xbox One and PC. Wasteland 3 is influenced by XCOM's tactical turn-based combat taking place in a post-apocalyptic Colorado. Players can use ATVs to get around the overworld map, traversing the snow-covered terrain. You can also expect an action point system for turn-based moves, cover system, and ambush. If you want to know more about the title, you can check out our Wasteland 3 preview, Rocky Mountain High Caliber. Wasteland 3 will release on PC, Xbox One, Xbox Game Pass, and PlayStation 4 on May 19th, 2020. The Minecraft-themed dungeon crawler got a new teaser trailer today along with the release window for April 2020. Minecraft Dungeons takes on the same voxel look of others in the franchise, but concentrates on both single-player and party mode, with classic dungeons to fight through with up to 4 players. This is the first standalone game developed by Mojang set in the Minecraft universe since the initial game. Expect RPG elements with questing against the villainous Arch-Elaga and plenty of treasure to uncover. Minecraft Dungeons will release in April 2020, available on PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Game Pass. During XO19 livestream event in London, Microsoft have announced a slew of games coming to Xbox Game Pass, including a bunch of Final Fantasy games, The Witcher 3, and more. Titles such as Final Fantasy VII up to 15, not including the 2 MMOs, will be added to Game Pass in the next few months. If you're still wishing for Final Fantasy XIV, there is still hope, as Eurogamer has shared that head of Xbox Phil Spencer has said to be working on it. 14 is one I've been dedicated to, working with director Yoshida-san to find a solution to bring that game to Xbox. While we wait for more Final Fantasy games to be added, there are a bunch of new titles already added this week, including Remnant from the Ashes Rage 2 and Age of Empires 2. Towards the end of the year, The Witcher 3, Darksiders 3, and more will be added. Well, that's it for the week in the wikis. Please join us again next week for yet another great week of gaming. Remember to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits. And budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks again for being part of this great community. Keep checking in with us with news, reviews, YouTube streams and vids, and general wiki goodness.